Today, everybody, I'm going to be talking about the Solar Hunter build that carried us through Pantheon. This build is going to be extremely helpful for pretty much anybody that is wanting to put out extremely high rapid DPS in any type of scenario, whether you're trying to play some Legend Onslaught, some GMs, or even if you're trying to get your completion of Pantheon as well. Firstly, we're going to start off by getting straight into what you want to be running. You're going to have Celestial Nighthawk on and equipped because obviously Celestial Nighthawk will combine your super bullets into one single high damage golden gun shot. Targets defeated by that shot will also give you super energy and explode. I don't typically recommend using this for ads unless you're doing your GM or if you're doing your Onslaught and you wanted to get some kills on some champions or something of the sort that's going to be a little bit more low profile. You can kind of kill them pretty easily with the shot. Next up for your super, you're going to be wanting to run the Golden Gun Marksman version because that one's got the 3 shots and actually does more damage with Celestial Nighthawk than the 6-shooter or the Deadshot version. Next up, I'm using Acrobatics Dodge for getting that Radiant to help you and your allies become Radiant for increased damage. I use Triple Knives because personally I like using the Triple Knives. You could really use any of the knives here, but this one applies Scorch, and if you kill some red bar enemies, you get your knives back pretty quick. So overall, I feel like the triple knives are just, in this situation, the better one to go for. You can pair this with any grenade. I like to go with the healing grenade for myself and my teammates for higher end content. So do with that what you will. Healing grenade is my primary grenade for this build specifically, but it is versatile. You can change it up. Next, we're going into our aspects. You have Knock 'em Down. Your Solar Supers are enhanced. The Deadshot Golden Gun has damage resistance, and Marksman Golden Gun has increased duration, and Blade Barrage launches more projectiles. While Radiant, final blows with your equipped throwing knife, will fully refund your melee. So that's another thing that you can pair with your Acrobat's Dodge. For the next aspect, you're going to want On Your Mark. Precision Final Blows grant you and nearby allies increased weapon handling and reload speed for a short duration and stacks up to 3 times. Activating your class ability immediately grants maximum stacks of On Your Mark, which is going to be super helpful for getting bonus damage as well. Next up for your fragments, we're going to be looking at Ember of Solace. Radiant and Restoration effects applied have increased duration. Ember of Combustion, final blows with a super. Ember of Combustion. Final blows with a solar super cause targets to ignite, causing a fire spite to be created. Ember of Searing. Defeating scorched targets grants melee energy and creates a fire spite. Ember of Torches. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. And Ember of Singeing. Your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. So a lot of this, for ads specifically, is going to be using your Scorch and your Radiance to kind of help take care of a lot of the ads, which pairing with the exotic, or I have an alternate with a Luna's Howl. I like to use Sunshot for most of the things, but I will also interchange it with an incandescent rolled Luna's Howl, which is again going to be something that's super viable and super helpful for this build. For your next 2 weapons, you can use anything that's kind of meta for the damaging at that time. I have a bait and switch Edge Transit, as well as a really good Mountaintop that is good for damaging major enemies and doing a little bit of boss damage as well. So with all that being said, I will leave a link to the dim build down in the description below, so if you guys wanted to check that out, you can, and you can also change it up. I've got all of the mods equipped on the armor as well, so if you wanted to take a look at the mods, here are the helmet mods, where you would have Minor Resilience is what I'm using. So the first slot you can kind of interchange with whatever you need. For the helmet, I'm rocking Heavy Ammo Finder, Heavy Ammo Scout, and a Solar Siphon mod. Gauntlets, I have Heavy Handed, Impact Induction, and another Heavy Handed mod. For the chest piece, I have Concussive Dampener ×2 and Charged Up. The boots, I've got Better Already, and then I'm running a Solar Weapon Surge ×2. And then for the class item, finally, I have the Powerful Attraction and Time Dilation. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it was helpful, let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you guys all in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe.